Good Thursday evening and welcome back to Weather for Weather Geeks after a delightful day today with sunshine, lower humidity, and a nice little breeze. Things are about to go downhill, a little sideways if you will, over the next couple of days. We will get some needed rain, but the timing is not that great considering we have Friday and the start of the 3-day holiday weekend coming up on Saturday. I wanted to start out this evening with the drought monitor update. Of course, we've had very little rain over the last couple of weeks, and while we saw quite a bit of improvement in our drought designation a few weeks ago, from early, or I should say late April to early May, over the last week, we've seen a little bit of an expansion of the abnormally dry area designated here in Trumbull County especially. But we should see this map start to improve again a week from today, thanks to the rain that is coming our way. All right, dew points. It's that time of the year. We talk about dew points a lot. And in our part of the country, anytime the dew points are above 60, that's when most people, I think, on average, tend to notice the humidity in the air. When dew points get into the middle and upper 60s, that's when most of us are pretty uncomfortable. We had dew points mostly in the lower and middle 60s yesterday afternoon. Some of that moisture helped to fuel our showers and storms, but our cold front rolled through late last evening, and dew points dropped overnight from 58 to 50 in 1 hour, and then they kind of leveled off in the upper 40s and lower 50s today. Again, a very comfortable air mass. Cobalt blue skies out there this morning. We saw some cirrus clouds and some cumulus clouds moving on in as we got into the afternoon, and the clouds will continue to thicken over the next several hours as our low pressure system starts to move east. That low pressure system right now is out across the Midwest. Rain missing us to the north for the time being. Severe weather threat out here. Believe it or not, this is Oklahoma City's first tornado watch in 2 years. Isn't that an amazing stat? You think of Oklahoma City as this hotbed of severe weather, especially in April and May, but it's been very quiet in parts of the Plain States in terms of severe weather over the last couple of years. First tornado watch in Oklahoma City in about 2 years. I was pretty astounded by that statistic. I knew it had been pretty quiet, but I didn't realize it had been 2 years since that part of the country had been under a tornado watch. Back here, clouds continue to thicken up. As we head towards tomorrow morning, about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, rain chances will start to increase. I don't think it's raining everywhere at 7 a.m. In fact, the rain may take an hour or two, or maybe even 3 hours after daybreak to really get going, but once it does, it's going to turn pretty soggy. Why has our forecast gone downhill for the start of the weekend and even into Sunday? Well, low pressure system is going to cut off. And in other words, as this thing moves east and deepens, it's going to miss its ride along the jet stream off to the north. Cut off low pressure system. That is not only hard to predict more than a few days ahead of time. Models don't do a good job of picking these things out with a lot of lead time, but they tend to be mischievous as well. Sometimes you get precipitation that lasts longer than you think. In fact, that's the case a lot of times. Sometimes you even, in certain circumstances, get thunder showers underneath big cut-off low-pressure systems. I don't think we'll have thunder showers, but what we will have is a chilly rain throughout Friday. And while it may taper off for a time late in the day, look what happens on Saturday. That upper low is overhead, and at the surface we have kind of a surface trough of low pressure. All these things will conspire to produce more uplift in the atmosphere, and underneath a low cloud deck, some light rain, some drizzle. Now, for outdoor activities on Saturday, there's not going to be any thunder and lightning with this, I don't think. The rain's going to be real light, at times not much more than drizzle, but it's going to be persistent, it's going to be miserable outside, and yeah, sorry if you had some plans for Saturday. A lot of people do at this time of the year. It's not looking so good. In fact, I had to kind of trim back temperatures on Sunday as well and keep the clouds around Sunday. Now, our in-house model suggests that maybe even we still have some leftover showers on Sunday. I'm not ready to buy that idea just yet, but I do think Sunday will still be a pretty cloudy day, and temperatures will fall well short of the average. Let's look at the bright side. We need the rain. As we've been talking about, rainfall has been pretty scarce around here the last few weeks. Here's a look at our computer model spread. We have a spread from 1/2 inch with the NAM model to 1 3/4 inches for the European. Right now, I think about 1 inch will be a pretty good average, but I can't discount some of the higher amounts as well. Now, again, this is not all coming at once. This isn't a real convective situation. This is going to be just steady, light rain that's going to continue for a lot of Friday into Friday night into most of the daylight hours on Saturday. So yeah, I've bumped temperatures down again. It's only a handful of days ago we thought Saturday would be in the 70s. In fact, the whole weekend would be in the 70s. My, how things have changed. Only 53 Saturday. And then some slow improvement. Now, again, still pretty cloudy on Sunday, but at least we'll get up into the 60s. That's still 13 shy of average, but some improvement. And then the bigger improvement still comes on Monday. Despite all the changes to the forecast for Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday, not much has changed with our thinking for Memorial Day itself. Should be a pretty nice day. Actually, our coolest Memorial Day since 2013 is on the way. Here's a look at the last 5 years. We had a hot one last year. We had a hot one in 2018. In fact, the hottest Memorial Day on record was in 2018. Most of our Memorial Days have been dry in recent years. We had a trace a couple years ago, 0.06 back in 2017. The wettest Memorial Day was back in 1984. We had about an inch worth of rain. This year should be a dry one, and again, coolest daytime high since 2013. But toasty times will return as we go into the month of June. Now, the first few days of June are likely to be pretty seasonable. Highs in the mid-70s. I think as we get closer to June 10th, 11th, 12th, into that second week of June, closer to Father's Day, I do think that the pattern will shape up to be a fairly warm one across our parts of the country. That'll do it for me tonight on Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have an update on your forecast tonight on 21 News at 11 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great rest of your night.